I want to start with something that most financial channels will never say out loud. Living in the United States is one of the greatest financial opportunities on the planet. Not because things are easy here. Not because the system is fair. But because the tools available to someone who understands how money works in this country are unlike anything available almost anywhere else in the world. The problem is that most people living here, including people who were born here, never learn how to use those tools. They work hard. They earn a paycheck. They pay their bills. And at the end of the month, they have very little left over to show for it. Not because they are not working hard enough. Because nobody taught them how to make their work produce more. That changes today. In this video I am going to walk you through exactly how to generate more income living in the United States in 2026. Not theories. Not inspiration. Real, practical paths that real people are using right now to earn more, keep more, and build something that actually lasts. Stay with me until the end because the last section might be the most important thing you hear all year. Let us start with the foundation, because everything else builds on this. Most people think about income as one thing. The paycheck. The salary. The hourly wage. And they spend their entire working lives trying to make that one number bigger. They ask for raises. They work overtime. They switch jobs hoping the next one pays a little more. And there is nothing wrong with any of that. But here is what the people who actually build wealth understand that most people do not. Income is not one thing. It is a system. And a system with only one source is one problem away from collapse. Think about what happens when that single income disappears. Job loss. Illness. A company closes. Suddenly everything stops. The bills do not stop. The rent does not stop. The obligations do not stop. But the money does. The goal is not just to earn more from one source. The goal is to build multiple sources of income so that no single event can shut down your financial life. That is what we are going to build today. The first and most important income source is your primary job or business, and most people are leaving serious money on the table here without realizing it. If you are an employee, your salary is negotiable. Not just when you get hired, but regularly, consistently, and strategically. Most people accept the salary they are offered, get a small raise once a year if they are lucky, and never push for more. Meanwhile, the people who advocate for themselves, who document their results, who understand the market value of their skills, earn significantly more over a lifetime from the exact same type of work. Here is what most employees do not know. The best time to negotiate your salary is not during your annual review. It is when you have just delivered a significant result. When you completed a major project. When you brought in a new client. When you solved a problem that nobody else could solve. That is when your value is visible and your leverage is highest. That is when you have the conversation. And if your current employer will not pay you what the market says you are worth, the market will. The single fastest way most employees increase their income is by changing jobs. Studies show that people who switch employers earn 10 to 20% more on average than people who stay and wait for annual raises. That is not disloyalty. That is understanding how the labor market works. Now if you have a business, the conversation is different but the principle is the same. Most small business owners undercharge. They price their services based on what they think customers will pay rather than on the real value they deliver. They compete on price instead of competing on quality, reputation, and results. And they stay stuck at the same revenue level for years because they are afraid that raising prices will cost them customers. Here is the truth about raising your prices. You will lose some customers. The ones you lose are almost always the ones who are the most demanding, the least loyal, and the most difficult to work with. The ones who stay are the ones who value what you actually do. And the ones who find you after you raise your prices are attracted to quality, not to the lowest number. More revenue does not always require more customers. Sometimes it requires charging appropriately for the customers you already have. The second income source I want to talk about is one that millions of Americans are using right now to earn hundreds or even thousands of extra dollars every month without leaving their current job. It is called a side income. And in 2026, the options for building one have never been greater. Let me be clear about something first. A side income is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not passive from day one. It requires real time, real effort, and real consistency, especially at the beginning. But for someone willing to put in that effort for a defined period of time, it can change the entire trajectory of their financial life. The most powerful side incomes are built around skills you already have. Think about what you know how to do. What do people ask you for help with? What could you teach someone else? What service could you offer that solves a real problem for a real person? Skilled trades are in extremely high demand right now in the United States. Electricians, plumbers, carpenters, painters, landscapers. If you have any of these skills, or skills adjacent to them, you can monetize them directly on weekends and evenings for cash. No startup costs. No complicated business structure. Just skill meeting need. Digital services are equally powerful. Bookkeeping, graphic design, video editing, social media management, copywriting, web design, translation. These are all services that businesses need and are willing to pay for, and that you can deliver from your home outside of working hours. If you speak 2 languages, that alone is a marketable skill. Translation services, interpretation, bilingual customer support, tutoring. In the United States, bilingual professionals are in demand across healthcare, legal services, education, and business. The key with any side income is to treat it like a real business from day one. Charge real money. Deliver real results. Ask for referrals. Build a reputation. A side income that starts at $500 a month can become $2,000, $3,000, or more within a year if you approach it with the same seriousness you bring to your main job. The third income source is one that most people in the United States have access to but almost nobody uses correctly. And that is real estate. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Real estate is for wealthy people. I do not have enough money to buy property. The market is too expensive right now. Let me address all of that. Yes, purchasing a home requires capital. But here is what people miss. Owning your primary residence is itself a form of wealth building that renting never provides. Every mortgage payment you make builds equity. Equity is ownership. Equity is net worth. Equity is something that grows as the property appreciates in value over time. Renters build zero equity. None. Every dollar of rent paid is gone permanently. If you are in a position to buy a home, even in today's market with elevated interest rates, the long-term financial case for ownership is still strong. Because real estate in the United States has appreciated in value in every decade since World War II. Not every year. Not every market. But over time, consistently, the value of real property has gone up. Now beyond your primary residence, there is another real estate strategy that is accessible to people without enormous capital. House hacking. You buy a property with 2, 3, or 4 units. You live in one unit. You rent out the others. The rental income from your tenants covers part or all of your mortgage. You build equity. You build savings. And you learn real estate investing from the inside, with dramatically lower risk than buying a pure investment property. For people who are not yet in a position to buy property directly, real estate investment trusts, or REITs, allow you to invest in real estate through the stock market with as little as a few $100s. You own a share of commercial properties, apartment buildings, or other real estate assets, and you receive dividends from the income those properties generate. Real estate is not magic. It is not guaranteed. But as an asset class, it has one of the strongest long-term track records of any investment available, and the United States offers more accessible entry points than almost any other real estate market in the world. The fourth income source is one that most people either ignore or approach completely wrong. And that is investing in financial markets. Let me be honest with you about something. If you are in debt, if you do not have an emergency fund, if your basic financial foundation is not in place, you should not be putting significant money into the stock market yet. Build the foundation first. The market will be there when you are ready. But if your foundation is solid, investing in financial markets is one of the most powerful long-term income and wealth building tools available to anyone living in the United States. Here is why. The United States stock market, measured by the S&P 500 index, has returned an average of approximately 10% per year over the past century. That means money invested consistently over long periods of time grows dramatically through the power of compound interest. $1,000 invested at age 25, left untouched, earning 10% annually, becomes over $17,000 by age 65. Not because you did anything. Because time and compound growth did the work for you. Now multiply that by consistent monthly contributions over a working lifetime and you begin to understand why people who invest early and consistently, even in modest amounts, retire with millions while people who earn similar incomes but never invest retire with almost nothing. The vehicle matters less than the consistency. A low-cost S&P 500 index fund. A Roth IRA. A 401k with employer matching. These are the tools. The strategy is simple. Invest a fixed percentage of your income every month, regardless of what the market is doing, and do not touch it. Employer matching on a 401k is the closest thing to free money that exists in personal finance. If your employer matches your contributions up to a certain percentage, and you are not contributing at least that amount, you are leaving part of your compensation on the table every single paycheck. That needs to stop today. The fifth income source is the one with the highest ceiling and the highest learning curve. And it is entrepreneurship. I am not going to tell you that starting a business is easy. It is not. Most businesses struggle in their first few years. Many fail. And the ones that succeed almost always do so because the owner was willing to do things that employees are never asked to do: absorb risk, work without guaranteed pay, solve problems that have no clear answer, and keep going when everything feels uncertain. But here is what entrepreneurship offers that nothing else does. Unlimited income potential. Control over your time. The ability to build something that has value beyond your own labor. And in the United States specifically, a legal and regulatory environment that, despite its complexity, is genuinely designed to support business formation and growth. You do not need a complicated idea to start a business. The most successful small businesses in America solve simple, specific problems for specific people. Lawn care. Cleaning services. Food preparation. Childcare. Transportation. Accounting. Marketing. Home repair. These are not glamorous businesses. But they generate real revenue, they serve real needs, and they can be started with relatively little capital by someone who is willing to work hard and deliver excellent results. The path to business success is not complicated. Find something people need. Deliver it better than anyone else in your market. Charge fairly for it. Reinvest the profits. Build a reputation. Repeat. What separates the businesses that grow from the ones that stay small forever is almost never the idea. It is the execution, the consistency, and the willingness to keep improving. Now I want to talk about something that most income and wealth videos skip over entirely. And that is the tax strategy side of earning more in the United States. Here is a truth that will either frustrate you or motivate you, depending on how you look at it. Two people can earn exactly the same gross income in this country and end up with dramatically different amounts of money after taxes. Not because one of them is cheating. Because one of them understands the tax code and the other one does not. The United States tax code is one of the most complex documents ever written. But buried inside the complexity are legal tools that the government specifically created to encourage certain behaviors: saving for retirement, investing in property, starting businesses, contributing to health accounts. And every one of those tools reduces your taxable income. A Roth IRA lets you contribute money that has already been taxed, grow it completely tax-free for decades, and withdraw it in retirement without paying a single dollar in additional taxes. A traditional 401k lets you contribute pre-tax dollars, reducing your taxable income today, and defer the taxes until retirement when you may be in a lower tax bracket. A health savings account, or HSA, is the only account in the United States tax code that offers a triple tax advantage. Contributions are tax deductible. Growth is tax-free. Withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. If you have access to an HSA and you are not using it, you are leaving one of the best financial tools in the country untouched. Business owners have additional advantages. Legitimate business expenses, home office deductions, vehicle use, equipment, professional development. These reduce taxable income in ways that employees cannot access. This is one of the most powerful financial arguments for entrepreneurship that rarely gets discussed. You do not need to be wealthy to use these tools. You need to understand them. And increasingly, you need a good accountant or tax professional who can help you apply them correctly. That investment in professional guidance will pay for itself many times over. Before I give you your action plan, I want to address something directly. Some of you watching this are immigrants. Some of you came to this country with almost nothing. Some of you are still navigating complex situations around documentation, language barriers, and systems that were not designed with you in mind. And I want you to hear this clearly. The United States has more pathways to financial success for people starting from zero than almost any other country in the world. Not because it is perfect. Because the market here rewards skill, consistency, and value creation regardless of where you came from. The immigrant who starts a cleaning business, delivers excellent service, builds a reputation in their community, and reinvests their profits is following the exact same path that built some of the most successful businesses in American history. The person who learns a trade, delivers quality work, and charges appropriately for it is building real financial security regardless of their background. The tools in this video are available to you. The market does not ask where you were born. It asks what value you can deliver. Focus on that answer, and the income will follow. Here is your action plan. 7 steps. Start this week. Step 1. Audit your current income honestly. Write down every source of money coming into your life right now. Your job, any side work, any investment income, any rental income. Look at the total. Now ask yourself, if one of these disappeared tomorrow, what would happen? If the answer is crisis, you need more sources. Step 2. Identify your highest value skill. What do you know how to do that other people would pay for? Ask people in your life what they think you are particularly good at. Research what that skill pays in your local market. This is the foundation of your side income. Step 3. Take one action toward a side income this week. Not next month. This week. Create a profile on a freelancing platform. Tell 3 people you know that you are available for a specific type of work. Post one offer on a local community board. One action. This week. Step 4. Open a Roth IRA if you do not have one. Go online today. The process takes less than 30 minutes. Start with whatever you can, even $50 a month. The habit matters more than the amount at the beginning. Step 5. If your employer offers 401k matching and you are not maximizing the match, change your contribution today. Do not wait for the next enrollment period. Do not wait until you feel more financially comfortable. The match is part of your compensation. Claim it. Step 6. Learn one new thing about taxes every month. Read one article. Watch one video. Have one conversation with a tax professional. The knowledge compounds just like money does. Step 7. Set a specific income goal for 12 months from now. Not vague. Specific. I want to earn $2,000 per month more than I earn today. I want to have 3 sources of income. Write it down. Put it somewhere you see it every day. A goal without a deadline is just a wish. Here is how I want to close this video. The United States is not a perfect country. The system has real flaws. The opportunities are not equally distributed. There are real barriers that real people face every day. But it is also a country where someone with no connections, no inherited wealth, and no special advantages can build a real financial life through skill, consistency, and smart decisions. That happens here every single day. In every city. In every industry. In every community. The people who do it are not special. They are not lucky. They are not smarter than you. They simply decided to learn the rules of the game they were already playing and then play those rules intentionally. You can do that. You can earn more. You can build multiple sources of income. You can invest for the long term. You can protect your wealth from unnecessary taxes. You can build something that your family will still benefit from long after you are gone. But none of it happens by accident. And none of it happens by waiting for better circumstances. It happens because you decided that today is the day you stop watching money pass through your hands and start making it work for you. If this video helped you see something you were not seeing before, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below and tell me which of the 7 income sources you are going to focus on first. Subscribe because next week we go even deeper. I will see you in the next one.